Supporting children and families through COVID-19. We are offering you an invitation to play. The pandemic of COVID-19 has stirred up huge waves of emotions. We are also seeing all kinds of behaviors in our children, but we're also feeling so many as adults. Children's behavior is speaking to us. Some behaviors may even seem out of proportion for the situation at hand. Some of these may be challenging to manage, and for some quite a bit. What we need to focus on is not the actual behavior, but the underlying alarm, anxiety, and frustration that they are feeling underneath. They need reassurance from the adults who are taking care of them. Emotional expression is a rainbow of bright colors that needs a warm, safe place for expression. Emotions happen to us. They bring waves of emotional energy that needs to be expended. Invite and welcome emotional expression, as this is one of the keys to being able to manage the emotional waves. All children and adults benefit from having these outlets on a daily basis. Sensitive children often need additional outlets and additional reassurance. As a parent, you are your child's best answer. They look to you to see your reactions on how you are navigating different situations. Let's provide our children with different invitations to express their emotional energy. Playtime is a common outlet for kids working through fears and processing difficult emotions and situations. Don't be surprised that the coronavirus becomes included in their play. It is children's way of trying to make sense of what they're living. Children benefit from being involved in different types of activities during their day. I would like to encourage you to go through your cupboards and places where you store the games and art supplies. I'm sure that you have many items that have not been used, played with in a short or long time. Children often receive craft and games as gifts, play with them for a while, and then move on to the next thing. This time of home isolation is a prime time to reacquaint your children with their treasures. We encourage you to have different items out on display, a few at a time. This helps to prime curiosity and opens the way to their imagination. Invitations to play. We'll look at different areas of play and discovery that can invite and prime emotional expression with children. Please know that they are equally beneficial for adults. If we have a good level of playfulness, it will help to solicit this in our children. We'll be sharing ideas in building and creating, fine motor and quiet activities, family projects, music and movement activities, and game time. All of these ideas are meant as suggestions and pathways to help invite, prime, and provide a warm space for emotional expression to help our children navigate through their present world. Building and creating. Check around your home to find the different types of building games that you have. Create and reserve a space for the little engineers in your home. Having a designated area where started projects can be kept and then returned to will prime ongoing visits to this activity, and you'll see growth over time. Building provides a venue to work through what's not working, trying to find solutions. Some work, some don't, just like real life. You can also build your own set of building tools. Look around the house, a bit like a scavenger game, to find different types of items that can be used as construction materials. Have your children come on board. This searching for items will in itself be a detective game. I'm sure that it'll be very interesting to see what is gathered in your home. Then provide lots of time and space for creativity to show its fruit. Another area that can be of high interest and benefit with children of all ages is building their own marble mazes. Creativity is clearly put forth here. They can be big, small, long, short. Their base can be made of cardboard, shoeboxes, wood pieces. Check what you have around your house in your garage. Again, the process of designing, trying different things out, mimics working through different emotions. This project does not need to be done in one activity time. Let it grow and develop over days. You'll see the additions and modifications that unfold. Children love to make marble mazes, but they also love to play with them. Be ready. They will definitely ask you to try it out. Have fun. When we're filled with emotional energy, there's a great benefit in being able to manipulate things in our hands. This gives us a sense of control. When children can play and manipulate different items, such as rainbow loom elastics or origami paper, and transform them into something they can hold in their hands, there is a sense of accomplishment and a feeling that their efforts can amount to something concrete. On a sensory level, the simple act of manipulating different textures helps to calm the brain. It distracts the brain from what is emotionally challenging for them. There are numerous instructional videos on the internet that can guide you. Drawing and painting provide an outlet for emotional expression that does not require words. Having materials on hand is very helpful. If you can, provide large pieces of paper. One never knows how much space is needed for them to express all that is inside of them. The focus should be on the process, how it made them feel, and not the end product. We should refrain from asking them to add more details, more color. The act of drawing and painting is in itself a venue of expression. As a parent, if you notice that this activity has been helpful in reducing anxiety, frustration, or any other emotion, simply have the materials handy and propose this as an activity on a regular basis. Let them choose when to pick up the crayon or paintbrush when they are feeling so inclined. After a time of high energy or when the emotions need a soft way to move and maneuver, different activities like mandalas and yarn creations can be proposed. Mandalas, with their rhythmic motions back and forth with pencil crayons, provides a soothing and calming activity. Playing some soft music in the background can also help to set the tone for a calm and quiet time. Corking, knitting with a loom, and straw weaving bracelets have interesting facets of their own. The simple act of touching, feeling the texture of the yarn between your fingers, is calming and soothing. The rhythmic motions, the use of both hands in this activity, helps center oneself and focus on the task at hand, providing some reprieve from the range of emotions being experienced. Many children and adults benefit from these types of activities. Please research instructional videos and free downloads from the internet. For children who are not so crafty and don't like to color, there is a wide range of individual games that can help meet the need for something to manipulate, to distract their brain from emotions, meanwhile challenging them. They are portable and easily used in different locations. Some examples are hoppers, rush hour, canoodle, tip over, and you may very well have others in your home. Many of these games offer a beginner, intermediate, and advanced level cards, which provides great challenges. This also makes them very appealing with older students, teens, and even parents. Enjoying books, whether children look at them, read them, listen to them, or you read to them, this can be a great escape from the challenges we are experiencing, almost like being in a protective bubble. Having a few places in your home that you leave books out can be a great way of intriguing and inviting your children to pick up a book. If they see you do this, they may just come and curl up in your lap. That's if they still fit there. Books that prime a language of emotion help and accompany children in naming and exploring different emotions. There are different recommendations on the Center of Excellence for Behavior Management website. Gathering together as a family and engaging in the listening of a book being read aloud provides a great sense of connection and safety. For children of all ages, it is very soothing to hear their parent read to them, even when they are fully capable of reading themselves. When this is done on a daily basis, as part of a family routine, children come to count on this time of togetherness and comfort. Although the world around us during this time of COVID-19 has shaken our sense of safety and security, as a parent, there is much that we can do with our children and in our homes to provide a sense of stability and emotional safety. Some of the key interventions are to reduce screen time and to turn off the news. There is way too much information for them. Although our lives are very busy, each family has a way of doing family. These activities, traditions, and special moments provide a sense of predictability, security, and comfort in knowing that we belong. Having a puzzle table or puzzle area can be a great way to gather. For some children, sitting side by side working on a puzzle is a great way of having conversations. This is less vulnerable than a face-to-face stance. We've already mentioned the construction and building. Legos, like many other types of building games, can be an individual pleasure, but can also be enjoyed as a family. Be sure to share the materials. It's not the oldest one that gets all the blocks. Fort building. This is one of my favorite activities. I have absolutely enjoyed building forts with my boys over the years. The actual process of building, with its trials and errors, everything collapsing on us, has contributed to some of our best memories. Give them lots of space for trying things out. Use what you have around the house. Only seriously step in when safety is at risk. You are still the parent. Otherwise, enjoy the process and look forward to the shape and form this fort will have. Keep them for a while. Your children will return and return and return to play in them. Many creative stories and adventures will happen within the forts. There is nothing more fun than cooking and baking, making a mess in the kitchen together. It's a great time to chat, Share tasks. Show your children how to do different things. Help them take on different responsibility. So what if there's a bit of a mess? Chefs make a mess. You simply need to clean up afterwards. Have fun making your favorite recipes. Tell them who gave you this recipe. Share funny tales of making it with this person. Cooking in the kitchen is an easy way of having all members of the family together. One simply needs to divide up the tasks according to their capacity and desire to contribute. I'm sure you'll have no problem finding someone to lick the spoon with batter and taste test the finished delight. Cold weather, bad weather, COVID-19, stay in your home weather. Camping indoors is a great way to escape the realities of the outside world. Switch gears, gather the equipment you have. If you don't have, no worries, improvise. Your kids will love it. Please do serve camping food, anything that is finger food and tasty. Don't forget the s'mores if you have all the supplies at home. And if you don't have the ingredients, create your own and call it your family's camping snack. You'll be starting a new tradition. Camping indoors can be as much fun as outdoor camping. Don't forget the flashlights and sleeping bags. Chances are that if you do indoor camping, you won't have trouble getting the kids to bed. Ta-da! Become a superhero with your cape and swimming goggles. Dress up play is a wonderful way for children to express their emotions without repercussions. They are putting them out there with a big voice, lots of gesture, and a great presence. They feel invincible and all-powerful. Whatever their play, this provides a safe and wide-open space to express, get emotional energy out that is inside of them. This will help to reduce the intensity in them and make the remaining emotional energy a bit more manageable. Invite, enable, and allow for the silliness, the big words and gestures as it is in play. This is not real life. Puppet making and creating puppet shows can also provide another means of expression. The making and creating of the puppets, simple or more complex, will also prove to be yet another mode of expression. Let them have fun, be creative, and see what comes together. Again, it is not the quality of the finished product that is important, but the process and how they felt while making them. It's still too cold for picnics at the park, and we need to stay home because of the COVID-19. Nothing stops us from having a picnic at home. Plan your favorite picnic snacks, pack it up or put it on a tray, and bring it to your favorite indoor picnic destination. Your living room, playroom, basement. Make sure that you prepare a few games also. Hula hoop fun, potato sack races, you can use your pillowcases, or bring along headbands and have some good chuckles. The key is not what you bring, but the pleasure and time you spend with your children. It's a break from the routine and responsibilities, like a mini vacation with no cares in the world. Calling all movers and shakers, it is time to show your moves. Put on your favorite music and get loud. The physical movement and laughter will be great venues to express emotions and expend emotional energy. You don't need to be perfect, just move and have fun. If you or members of your family play musical instruments, it's a great time to play songs together or even create new ones. They don't need to be wonderful. It's the process of expressing, getting it out, and playing with it. Sing and move to your heart's content. It's a great de-stressor for both children and adults. Rainy day or indoor time, having different games that you and your family enjoy together is a great way to have some fun with your children. There are many known benefits to playing games as a family. A few suggestions may include Apple Scrabble, Uno, Min Bum, Dominoes, Bananagrams, Scrabble, and you may very well have others at home. Enjoy! Having your favorite games on display or easily visible will pique their interest and desire to play. When there are children of different ages, and that's most families, we need to be careful that everyone can play or that certain games are played on rotation in order to not make the situation too frustrating and difficult for some to handle. Children who have a hard time taking turns, waiting their turn, and losing may find playing games challenging. It would then be important to gauge how long the playtime is in order to keep it enjoyable for all. Having some special snacks for when we play games can also add some fun. That would bring us back to cooking together and preparing food together. We've provided you with numerous suggestions to help prime emotional expression with your children. If you'd like to add a spin to this, you can create your own wheel to spin by going to wheeldecide.com. There, you can create your own wheel with your choice of activities. Have fun making it and playing with it. This period of COVID-19 is challenging for children and adults alike. As the adults, we have the responsibility of helping our children through this. It may seem daunting, but you are capable of this. You know your children, you love them, And if your children feel safe to express their many emotions, including sadness and fear, in your presence, they will be all right. You don't have to have an answer for everything. Just let them know that you will be there for them until things get better. Please follow your intuition. You know them best. You are their answer.